blow it, Pink. Why is everyone sat inside?
No, it's sunny. They'll come back out in a minute. I just need some onions and ketchup now. Right, I've got to be quick. You have to film when the light's good. So I have to film during the day. For sit down thing like this, I have to film during the day when the kids are up. And they're all in the garden with some of their friends. And the husband's watching them. But I've just tried to film this and everybody decided to come upstairs because I wanted 5 minutes. I wasn't sure whether to film this as a stand on its own video or to include it amongst other stuff, and I decided to include it amongst other stuff purely because it happened amongst other stuff. It happened, you know, during life, ongoing life and what have you. I just want to have a word about the loss of Andrea Mills. For those who don't know, she was a stay-at-home mother and a mother to 9 children, and she was a homeschooler, homemaker, home birther, YouTuber. She had a YouTube channel. She had over 50,000 subscribers, but they never monetarised the channel. She never made a penny off it because it wasn't what they was intending to do from it. And it wasn't like a flashy YouTube channel. It was just normal everyday life, homeschooling, her crafting and sewing, teaching her oldest son to cook, small town Christmases, small town Halloweens, things like that. There was a beautiful video when she had her 9th child, and baby Hannah, she had her at home and her husband caught the baby, and it was just a lovely video. And yeah, ordinary people, and it was a great shock to everybody because a month ago she did a video of her 41st birthday, so she was only 41, and she looks fine. She looks like she normally did, and they're all so happy, and they're walking through the place where the dad Tom proposed to her, and we didn't know then, but she was pregnant with baby number 10. She must have been around the time when she just found out she was pregnant again. They couldn't have foreseen the tragedy coming. It's awful, awful. About a week before she died, maybe a little bit longer, she went into the hospital because she'd been having a bit of back pain, a bit of stomach pain, but because she was pregnant, they thought, we'll get her checked out. Had her checked out. They said it's your gallbladder, we need to take it out. But while they was in there, they saw that her liver had cancer cells, and she miscarried the baby. The placenta got stuck, and I think the placenta got infected, so that was hurrying things along. See, people say it's awful she lost the baby, and it is awful she lost the baby, but when you think about it, that baby was her saving grace, because it was losing that baby that speeded the whole thing up, so she wasn't in pain for weeks and weeks and weeks. That baby made it so that she was at peace faster. She really wanted to get home to see her kids one last time. The doctors all said no. The dad Tom was doing these heartbreaking updates on YouTube saying that she was going to die and he didn't know what to do and all the rest of it, and it was heartbreaking. They managed to they didn't get her home, but they got her as near home as they could to a hospice, and she did manage to see her kids was one last time. And then she died. And when I found out she died, I burst into tears and I lit a candle and I did say a prayer for her. I was really upset, and I felt a bit ashamed to be so upset because obviously she's not my family. But seeing other people's reactions, so many people worldwide were so upset because she was such an inspiration to a lot of us, such an encouragement to a lot of us, such a good example of a homeschool mother, or of a woman, it doesn't even have to be a homeschool thing, of a woman who was quite happy in a world where it's unfashionable to want to be a wife and a mother. She was so happy to be a wife and a mother, and her family and her children were alive. And her obituary says about her being a mother and a wife, which I think she'd have liked that. And her obituary said that she had a world of friends, and indeed she did have a world of friends, because we was all so upset, thousands of people worldwide. And her husband Tom is still updating us all on how they're getting on, and we said thank you so much for everybody's monetary donations and everybody's kind words, because they've helping him get through. And all these donations and people offering their condolences will be there for years and years to come, and their children will be able to see how well loved and well respected she was. It's an absolute tragedy, it really is. So I'm getting upset just thinking about it. And she inspired me in so many ways, not just homeschool, but motherhood, budgeting, sewing, family values, so many things. She inspired me and encouraged me. And Andrea Mills and Jamarelle Stewart were the two YouTubers that really showed me that I could homeschool, you know, really encouraged me, like, you can do this. It's not just for weirdos, you know, it's not just for weirdos or, you know, mega rich families or families that used to be teachers and that. Normal everyday mums can do it, and you can do it and be happy, and you can do it with multiple age children, and you can do it on a budget, and you can do it. And I just think, what if I'd never found her channel? What if I'd never found her? Our lives would be so different. Would I have carried on forcing my son to go to nursery even though it was distressing him? Would they all be in school now? Would we be leading totally different lives now if it wasn't for Andrea Mills, you know? Anyway, I'm going to stop now because it's upsetting me, but I just wanted to mention Andrea Mills. She's such a loss to the homeschool community. Yeah, it's just a terrible, terrible tragedy, and there are a lot of us that will be thinking of Tom and the children, and we're more than happy. He apologised the other day for doing an update on social media about how upset he was, and a lot of us said, you don't need to apologise, we're more than happy to read your updates, we want your updates, we want to see how you're doing, we're more than happy to talk to you over the internet, because we don't live nearby, we can't just drop by with a meal or come and hold your hand or sit with the kids or whatever. Andrea created this network of worldwide friends, and we are there for you, if you know what I mean. And some people say it's soppy and sappy, all this everything I've said, but it's true. It's amazing how somebody you've never even met can affect your life. I mean, social media has its really, really ugly sides, but that is one of the nice sides, that it puts you in touch with people that you would never normally have met, never normally have found out about. And yeah, I just wanted to take a moment throughout this video just to say that I'm not putting it nowhere near on the scale of the family, obviously, but I'm just saying, like a lot of other people who followed Andrea Mills, I'm feeling the loss. I am. And I will link her channel below in case you wanted to keep updated on how Tom and the children are doing, or in case you've never heard of Andrea Mills and you want to look through some of her old videos, her old homeschool videos and things like that, so that she can inspire you as she's inspired me. So I'm going to stop talking now. I've got your summer reading challenge things to take back to the library, but I wanted to know, do you want to read any of these books again before we take them back? That's all. We'll put them somewhere safe. I'll put these on buggy, then we won't forget to take them. We can read Elephant 1 again. That's what I'm saying to you, Bod. Which one do you want to read again before we go? The medal doesn't, but the certificates say what it's for. The medals, I think. Oh, I think maybe you can write your name in it. All the medals look the same. If you do put you on somewhere safe, the baby's not going to hold on it, but the certificates say your name. Look. Right, you want another sticker?
Yeah.
Stick it in your book. You got it? And there's one sticker left. Let me peel it off for you. Here we go. Pinky, this bit's a sticker. There you go. This. What's this then, Beanie?
My birthday countdown. I got two.
Oh, your birthday's a long way away, isn't it?
And that's for my birthday.
Is that you on your birthday?
That's my next year.
Let's stick out now.
That's me.
Pudding bee.
Yeah, no, that's me. That's Pod. You're not on it.
We'll have to do one with Bud on it, won't we? I'm making Pudge, my 8-year-old, a cup of tea, a very milky cup of tea, to have while he's reading to me, because he's asked for one, and because he's reading. If we get some colour in a minute, it's a rubbish tea bag. We got these books out of the library as well as storybooks. He's picked a mini chapter book, so it's the first time he'll be reading me a chapter book, like a chapter at a time. And I'm really proud of him, but also it's a bit bittersweet because this is the first step to independent reading when he won't need me to read for him anymore. So he's going to read me, while he has his cup of tea, he's going to read me Jason Banks and the Pumpkin of Doom. I got these for my 6-year-old. We're still in the building confidence stage with him. Go Away Dot, Snail Trail, Grandpa's Car. What, sweetheart? Oh, well done, Beanie. Put it in the sink, sweetheart. There was, as usual, it didn't matter how many library books I took back, there was still loads still here. She gave me the librarian gave me a list of books that are still here, and I promised faithfully to find them, which I should try. And as soon as we got back, I found 3, which I could have took back. So, but they got the reading challenge, summer reading challenge certificates and medals. They were all very happy with, and Andrea Mills's burial was streamed live last night, but because of the time difference from America, I didn't know about it till this morning. I'd like to watch it, so I think I might have to watch it tonight when the house is quiet, so I can just, you know, be respectful in that without kids talking about bums and stuff while I'm watching it. I'm going to go tell Gabriel his cup of tea is ready now and see if he can read to me. This is potato bake for tea. It won't look like this when I've warmed it through. It'll be brown and crispy with cheese all melted. What it is it's layers of onion. What it is it's layers of onion, tomato, cheese and potato. And it's just something easy that I can prepare early in the morning. Leave it on the side or in the fridge or whatever. And then at tea time, rather than worrying and rushing about preparing food, I can just put it in the cooker for 20-25 minutes to warm through, and then I can play with the kids or do homeschool or clean the house or whatever. Same as the husband's lunch sandwiches. The husband's lunch box he takes to work with him because he works nights. I've started, rather than doing that at tea time and rushing about, I've started doing that early in the morning when I do breakfast or midday when I did dinner, and then putting that in the fridge all afternoon. Then I can just whip that out and give it to him just before he goes to work. So I don't always get to do it, but if I can prepare tea early or prep tea early to give myself less work later, or do the husband's lunchbox earlier to give myself less work later, it just helps me be a bit more organised, and it saves time a bit for me and helps me keep on top of things a bit more. That is all I wanted to say on that.
Counting everything we see, flying a kite, rainbow kite. 7 number blocks.
Are you looking for F for England? That's your Ireland page. Australia, so it must be further back. This stamp's got Queen Victoria on Beanie. You know, like who was Queen during Hetty Feather we're reading. We are like England. England. There's Queen Victoria. Bob a bit of glue on her back.
This is a new.
Pinky, stop climbing on the table though. It's a new glue. Right, I'll sort through all these because some of them are yawn, some of them are pudge pots. We've got Ireland.
I've got an Ireland page.
The city of York, they must be England. Slovenia. I can't say it properly. Some in that one. Ireland. What's that one? Some Switzerland as well, I think.
That's our queen.
That's right, that is our queen, but that's an Australian stamp. But they've cut the queen on because it says the queen's birthday. So Australia on that one has got the queen now as an old lady, bless her. And the English stamps have got the queen when she was young on, haven't they? So keep hold your Australia, we'll go back to the Australia. But I'm keeping your stamps separate, Pudge, and then when Beanie stuck his in, you can stick yours in, yeah? Yeah, this one's Australia, look, so you can stick it anywhere you like on this page. This is Pudge's stamp collection, but he's been doing it a lot longer than Beanie. Got Switzerland, Australia, just wanted to show you all. Ireland.
You got one from that one.
Yeah, that's the second half, Australia. Isle of Man, Malta, Japan, France.
Oh, they're cool stamps.
They're quite cool, aren't they? Some stamps are really pretty.
Oh,
Or is it coming now? I see.
that looks freaky.
What's that? Republic of France. Well, I've got a rubbish French accent. Spain. We've only got 3 for Spain, haven't we? More England. Look at them English
I
stamps.
got lots of England and more England.
Oh, or England.
Jamaica.
Jamaica. They're quite special, them from Jamaica. Long way away, Jamaica.
I ain't got no Jamaica.
Belgium. Well, there's still time, Beanie. You can get some. Canada, South Africa, New Zealand, Trinidad and Tobago. I'm saying it right. Denmark, Gibraltar, Jersey, Wales. You'd like some from Wales, wouldn't you, Bean?
Yeah.
British Honduras, Kenya.
Kenya.
Where you get coffee from, Kenya, I think. America, Hong Kong, China.
You don't.
Cyprus, Israel, Egypt. That's quite special, isn't it? Egypt. We've only got one. And Antigua, British colony. Sri Lanka.
I've only got one.
Malaysia. England. Sweden. Oh, that's what we're looking for, Sweden. Stick these in. Not, they're all from Sweden.
Sweden, baby.
You'll be needing a new book soon, you will, Pudge. You know, tell you what we've not got any from India yet. You know, because it's from India.
Has Bean got India?
No, none of us have got any from India. And you've got the only Egypt one. Really?
I've only got the Egypt.
Yeah, we've only got one from Egypt, haven't we? And you've got it. But it's like I say, Bean, there's plenty of time. We'll keep a look at. Mama and Uncle Nigel will keep saving the stamps for you.
Big head.
Who's got a big head? Show me.
Why did you call that one?
No, that's that jigsaw you made at Sunday school. Beanie, well, Bod were fiddling with it, but Beanie's trying to put it back together now. Show us your picture, Bod.
We're giving him his own Wessel stamps.
Oh, baby stamps. That's very good. You're a whiz with it, stick. Well, you want to stick that on?
Baby.
Stick that on if you want, but I think Pudge is cutting you some more things out to stick, aren't you, Pudge? Oh, Leon, you doing a picture?
Yeah, this is what my house is going to look like when I'm grown up.
Look at that. Well, that one's inside a yurt, I think. It's like a big tent, big round tent. That's nice. That's like a farmhouse cottage. I'd like that. When you grown up,
Mummy, I'm doing.
if you have 3 different houses, I'll rent that one off you. Farmhouse one.
Okay.
What, Beanie?
I'm doing my own one just about babies.
A baby scrapbook. The baby club. Chapter 6. Look who's here, girls. A friend of yours, I do believe, Miss Gibson said, putting her head round the door. A friend, said Diamond wearily. A certain Mr. Albert Briggs. Bertie! Diamond shrieked and went rushing out to greet him as if she'd known him forever. I was more circumspect. I took my time, carefully folding.
It's not sweat water. Sam, don't Sam that. Sam.